Due at 6 years after a drug bust, the U.S. Attorney's Office is seizing thousands of dollars from a man convicted of selling heroin. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rick Marinon. Shay has the night off.
And I'm Sarah Whaley. So glad you're here tonight. Fox 23's John Acebus is live with why this piece of the case is just now falling into place. John?
Yeah, this has been a really long case involving a lot of different people. Just in the federal court, there's been more than 160 filings. In this case, one of the men convicted is being asked to forfeit nearly $8,000 when law enforcement agencies in these documents found heroin in that money in his hotel room. Federal court documents say more than a pound of heroin was found here in 2020.
Not surprised since it is Tulsa.
Court records show it started first with surveillance on Manuel Acevedo. The documents say a GPS was placed on Acevedo's red Jeep and he drove to Cincinnati, Ohio and stayed overnight at a hotel. Before coming back to Tulsa, the documents say he drove to Chicago. The documents go on to say a highway patrol trooper stopped the red Jeep and found over a kilogram of heroin, and that toothpaste was utilized to mask the smell of the heroin. The documents say in order to further this investigation, Manuel Acevedo was not arrested. Then in November of 2020, a search warrant was served at this Quality Inn where Manuel Acevedo was. Court documents say that Acevedo told law enforcement that he had a pound of heroin in the room that he was staying in at this Quality Inn, and he was selling to 5 different people. Court documents also say someone brought him the heroin a week ago, and he said it takes him 1 month to sell a pound of heroin. I spoke with Kaylee and Jessica as they were enjoying their tacos across the street from the hotel. They're students at a nearby school who come here for lunch. This doesn't ruin it one bit.
I still enjoyed the tacos. I probably would have been surprised if somebody would have told me that they found that much heroin and Quality Inn.
Acevedo pled guilty and is serving a sentence of 120 months. There are other people who are involved in this case that got lesser sentences. In this case, when it comes to that nearly $8,000, the federal government is asking that that money now be turned over to the U.S. government. Covering news that matters, John Acebus, Fox 23 News.